As you may know, we appear to be in a bear market. In other words, market prices are declining for an extended period. Now, as a trader and investor, there are things that we all need to be aware of if we want to avoid the top mistakes that most people make when in a bear market. Here's the first one, is timing the market. A friend of mine recently asked me whether he should sell his cryptos, wait until the price falls, so he can then buy them back at a lower price. Sounds like a good idea, right? Not necessarily. See, while it does sound clever, trying to time the market in this way isn't easy. I mean, how do you know it's going to continue going down when you sell? What if you do sell and then it doesn't go down, but in fact goes back up? What if it's the start of a bull market? And this is the reason our CCA strategy, or crypto cost average, works so well, because we're not trying to time the market. But to make sure you don't miss any moves that we might be making, hit the subscribe button so you can stay informed. And as we continue to pass on our knowledge and experience to you with our made simple videos and easy access content, get that bell turned on to make sure you continue to receive instant notifications about our latest videos. Okay, now, mistake number 2, being in a rush to turn things around. See, when we're engaging in trading activity, it means we're looking to move in and out of an investment within days to weeks, okay? Days to weeks. However, there might be assets that we're investing in that could see nothing happen for months, maybe even years. Therefore, when investing, you should expect to be in investment for years. Now, it might only last a few months or even a few weeks, great, but you should be prepared to wait years. And in a bear market, you can expect to be in an investment for many years. If it's a good investment, it will eventually turn around. But bear markets can take a long time. On average, they last about 2 years, but they can take longer. And this is all part of the great unknown about any market. We just don't know how long they will last. For instance, we've just been in a bull market that has lasted over 13 years, the longest bull market ever. Therefore, it is likely that the bear market will overextend as well. So be prepared to wait until markets finally turn around. They always do, we just don't know when. Now, if at this point you're thinking, oh, I know all this, and I don't need to keep watching, why is this important? Well, keep watching, because there are 7 crucial mistakes to avoid. I'd be surprised if you know them all. For instance, number 3 is panic. Did you know that without a strategy with set rules, it's easy to get caught up in the emotions of trading? And as prices go down, people panic. They let their emotions get the better of them and do something that they will regret later. Like sell. No, what are you doing? Selling when the price is low because you think you're going to lose the lot? No, stop. Think about it. Count to 10. Pause, breathe. Ooh, sigh. Has it sunk in yet? It's easy. The price drops. Buy some more. Don't sell, because it's time to accumulate, because the price will always go back up. For the right asset, a good asset, it will. It always does. There is no need for panic. Don't let your emotions creep in. At the very least, do nothing. Also, we know that. Let's talk about cryptos. With Bitcoin, there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin mined. And this introduces the concept of scarcity. But how many millions in Bitcoin have been lost? A lot. So there is a growing demand in Bitcoin, but when you factor in the phenomenon known as the halving, which is when the amount of Bitcoin paid to the miners is halved, then you have an almighty push to the upside. Personally, I'm convinced Bitcoin will reach over $100,000 per Bitcoin. I've been saying this for 4 years, I just don't know when it will happen. So selling now, when it's at 20,000, as of filming this video, from a height of nearly 69,000 last year, seems to me just a really ridiculous thing to do. Again, it's all about being gripped by panic and selling because you have let your emotions take over. And emotional selling is simply the worst. Number 4 is not having a strategy with clear rules. What are the key components to trading and investing successfully, even in a bear market? Well, there are 5 things. You might want to write them down. Number 1, know what to invest in. Number 2, know how much money to invest. Number 3, know at what price to invest. Number 4, know how to get out with a small loss. And number 5, know how to get out with a big gain. You need to know all 5, listen closely, before you enter the trade. Sadly, most people don't, and that's why they are not successful investors. How about you? What strategies are you using? Are you even using one? We would love to know. So please do comment below. Even if you haven't been using a strategy, it's nothing to be ashamed or embarrassed about. After all, that's why you're here watching this, right? Okay, mistake number 5 is not shorting the market. See, even if you're in it for the long term, holding onto a stock for the long term, you can still make money by shorting the same stock in the short term. Take Tesla as an example. We bought to hold for the long term. But if we got a signal it was going to go down in the short term during our daily Buffalo asset monitoring, then we would go short, even though we have another position with Tesla that is long. Going long and short when the opportunity arises is a great strategy to follow because you are doubling your chances of making money by acting in 2 different ways that are actually positive. It's not something people think of doing because they think, oh, I've got my position here for the long term, and don't realize that they can sell short at a high price and buy back at a low price. And that is the beauty of shorting, and not shorting is a top mistake to definitely avoid. Okay, number 6 is using leverage. It's well known that 90% of all newbies lose 90% of their money within 90 days. Not a surprise, is it, if you consider that most people have never learned how to invest properly. They don't know the 5 things everyone needs to know before investing. On top of that, they're looking to make money as fast as possible. Well, if you don't have a lot of money, then what do? You borrow money from others, or the famous OPM, other people's money, normally from the brokers. People are lured in by the opportunity offered by the brokers to leverage at 100 to 1 or more to try and make a fast buck. What that means is that for every $1 or pound that they really have in their account, the broker allows them to trade with 100. Sounds good. Yes, if you know what you're doing, but if you don't, it is the fastest way to lose money, and even a small move against you means you can lose, 100 times faster. Leveraging is definitely a top mistake to avoid if you don't know what you're doing. Mistake number 7, quitting. See, told you to stay to the end. There is a famous saying, quitters, they never win, and winners, they never quit. Even if you're suffering losses, I would argue this is the best training ground because any kind of pain makes you learn faster, and losses can be very painful. However, just because losses are painful, it doesn't mean you should quit. In fact, you should really use that experience and learn from your mistakes and end up becoming a better investor. However, just because losses are painful, it doesn't mean you should quit. In fact, you should really use that experience and learn from your mistakes and end up becoming a better investor. Most people, they quit way too soon, before they have really mastered trading and or investing. The problem is, most people give themselves a very short time span to achieve returns. Most people jump into trading and investing to become financially free in a few months. I know people who want to earn £2,000 a month, but only have £2,000 to invest. That's 100% a month, hello? Of course, these people are going to give up sooner rather than later. It's way too soon. Literally, the only way you can lose in this game is by giving up on yourself and quitting. Instead, keep going. Learn from your mistakes. Get better, become financially free. That's how it works. Now, do any of these mistakes resonate with you? Any of the 7? Let us know in the comments below, please. And remember to give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and get that bell turned on to make sure you continue to receive notifications the moment any of our new videos become available. We hope you enjoyed this edition and look forward to bringing you the next. But before you go, I would urge you to watch this video again and write down the points. Really study it because it will save you a lot of time, a lot of frustration, and money in the future. Okay? Go ahead and do that, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.